I always thought it was strange how my new neighbor, Ms. Delaney, seemed to know exactly when I got home from work. The first night she invited me for dinner, I almost said no, but her gentle insistence made it hard to refuse. She lived in apartment 4A, just across the hall from mine. As soon as I stepped inside, I noticed something off. Every wall in her place was covered in photographs, but the faces in them were familiar in a way that made my skin crawl. I recognized myself, at every possible age, standing with people I'd never seen before, in places I'd never been. Trying to be polite, I sat through Ms. Delaney's awkward small talk. She kept glancing at the frames, her eyes flickering between me and the photos as if checking for consistency. I tried to brush it off, telling myself there had to be an explanation, maybe Photoshop, maybe some kind of elaborate prank. But the more I looked, the more I realized these weren't fakes. The way I slouched as a teenager, the scar I got on my chin at 12, every detail was perfect. My hands started to tremble as Ms. Delaney excused herself to the kitchen. I stood up, drawn to a frame near the door. In it, I was much older, sitting at the same table in her apartment, with Ms. Delaney's hand resting on my shoulder. My heart pounded. I turned away, desperate to leave, only to notice that the photos were shifting. The images weren't static anymore, they were updating in real time, showing me as I backed toward the exit, my face twisted in terror. I could see myself, right then, in the clothes I was wearing, eyes wide with panic. When I finally lunged for the door, Ms. Delaney blocked my path, her smile stretching impossibly wide. "You're already part of the family," she whispered, nodding toward the walls. Every photo now showed me, trapped in each moment, screaming silently beside strangers I couldn't remember meeting. As the door slammed behind me, I realized I was never going to leave 4A, not really, not while those pictures kept updating, and not while Ms. Delaney waited for her next guest.